What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's having a great Saturday so far. Just here in my office, finishing up some work and some work done. Grinding away as usual. Nothing new over here. I just wanted to hop on here to share some more information about me because that's something I feel like I haven't shared too much. I haven't shared too much like personal information about me. So I'm gonna make a little quick video for you guys, share some quick details about myself. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment, feel free to direct message me. Whatever you gotta do, text me, call me. I'm more than happy to help with any questions you got regarding real estate, or if there's anything else that you need help with, mindset, motivation, anything like that, feel free to contact me and be more than happy to help you out. So without further ado, let's get into it. So a little bit about me is I was actually born and raised in the Lansing area. So I grew up in a small town called Williamston, which is about 15 minutes away from East Lansing and MSU. So I just grew up 15 minutes east of there. So that's where I was born and raised my whole life, basically. I lived there until I was 21 years old. So I went to school there. I went to school at Williamson High School, a very small school, about 160, 170 odd kids in our graduating class. And I was an athlete. I played basketball, loved playing basketball. We were a highly competitive school. We made it to the state semifinals, which was awesome. I ran track there. I was part of student government. I was part of Business Professionals of America. So I was super involved and I loved the community and the camaraderie that was there. And then I went to college at Lansing Community College, and I graduated in 2017. So I went to community college right after because didn't really wasn't really sure what I wanted to do career wise. I knew I had a lot of options and a lot of potential, and I thought I wanted to go into the medical field, but it just wasn't really for me. I wanted to do physical therapy initially, so that's what I did my first semester. Then changed my major to business and accounting because I'm a more business person, and as much as I love learning about anatomy and orthopedics is something that I'm super interested in, muscle and bones and structures and all that kind of stuff. It just wasn't for me. I couldn't see myself staying in school for, anywhere between 7 to 10, 12 years to become a physical therapist or a doctor or anything like that. That just wasn't the career route that I knew I wanted to take. So I changed my major to business and accounting. And after 2 years of community college, I just still wasn't feeling it. I was still having a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do. So I decided to take a break from school. And during that break, we decided to sell our house in Williamston. And after we sold the house, we actually lived with my grandmother for about 7 months, my grandma, my aunt. And then after that, during that period of time from that was in June of 2019 when we moved in with my grandma, my aunt, to December 2019. During that period is when I decided to get my real estate license because I wasn't in school. I finished school that spring semester 2019. And then I was just working, 40, 50 hours a week at a job that I had over there. And so I decided to get my real estate license and took the class, studied, prepared, and I wasn't super serious about the class because it was online. And I finished the class in December, and then we were in the process of moving because we ended up buying a house in White Lake in in October of 2019. This is where we live now in the White Lake, close to Commerce and West Bloomfield. So we live there now, and we bought that house in October, and we didn't move in until January 1st, 2020, because by the time, closings and renovations, we painted the house, we renovated a couple stuff here and there, but that's besides the point. But between moving and working and driving out, we moved an hour away from Williamston, so coming back and forth, there wasn't really a lot of time for me to get my real estate stuff done. So once, the slowing down, we started moving in, we started getting settled in, and then that's when I completed the class. And I scheduled the exam for March 17th of 2020. And as most of you know, that's when COVID happened. So we moved into our new house January 2020, took a couple months of study, really prepared myself. And the day before, the day before is when we went into shutdown. So the whole government shut down, everything was shut down, so I couldn't take my class. And I was supposed to take it again in that was March of 2020. I was supposed to take it in April, didn't happen. I was supposed to take it in May, didn't happen. I was supposed to take it in June, didn't happen. Took it for the first time finally in July, I think 17th it was. And I missed it by like 10, 12 points. And so I took it again in August. I missed it again by like 8 points, and I finally took it again like September 1st or September 3rd, something like that. And I finally passed it after 3 tries. So, and then after that is when I started interviewing with brokerages, and I met Daniel and did that whole thing. But so that was an awesome experience for me. Well, not really awesome, but it was an interesting experience to say the least, because going from moving from Williamston to White Lake to going to COVID to trying to make new friends, trying to meet new people, to being on social media a lot. It's been an interesting experience so far. And obviously, once I got my real estate license, I was fully licensed. It's about this past week was my 1 year anniversary in real estate, which was super cool. And to just to think about 1 year ago today, how little I knew, how not confident I was a lot, not only myself but in my abilities. So to go through those experiences, to closing deals for friends, family, to people who have like referred me over. So I have a lot of buyers, people I've talked to about, hey, I want to kind of get into real estate, kind of interested. To people who have, hey, I'm thinking about buying a house in a couple of years. What kind of steps should I be taking? And helping them out however I can. So that's kind of a little bit about me. It's been an awesome year so far. I'm a 1 year anniversary in real estate, and I look forward to closing more deals. Now I'm on the Mark Z team, so that's a super awesome experience as well. I'm super honored to be a part of the team, one of the biggest teams, not only in the state of Michigan, but arguably one of the top teams in the nation. We're producing at a high rate, a lot of volume. We have tons of agents with all kinds of experience who come from all kinds of different backgrounds who are able to become top producers in their field. So, and in this field, it's a super competitive game, and the best man wins. And on this team, every person puts themselves aside and tries to help everyone out, which is super, super awesome and super rare. You don't see that too often in real estate, where they're willing to sit down with you, answer your questions, talk with you one on one. From the top person from Mark Z, I've had personal conversations with him all the way down to the newest agents who are on the team. Every person has been phenomenal so far, and I love the experience there. So that's just a little bit about me, a little bit about my background. Not crazy details, but I hope you got some value from this. Just remember, at the end of the day, um, it's not about where you come from. It's about how hard you're willing to work, how much work you're willing to put in, and how much you're willing to sacrifice to get to your goals. That's the most important part at the end of the day. So going through that experience, it was tough, it was crazy, it was draining, it was super emotional at times because I didn't get to take my real estate exam for almost 4 months. So I was just sitting around waiting and studying and trying to keep up. But you never know, and but at the end of the day, you just gotta keep pushing through. So if there's anyone out there who needs any help with either getting a license, buying or selling a house, anyone out there who has any questions for me, like I said, if you just need a friend, someone to talk to, an accountability partner, anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. I promise I'm super nice. I try to be as nice as possible all the time. Um, but yeah, contact me with anything, with any questions you got about literally any topic. I'd be more than happy to help out, respond. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I look forward to meeting with a lot of people hopefully in the next coming year. With that being said, I hope everyone enjoys the rest of your Saturday, and peace out.